All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful night. And now we have class tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. I know the market is closed tomorrow, so we are going to be having a lesson. We're going to be talking mainly selling premium, as a lot of people requested, but it's going to give us, we'll have a Q&A in the morning to kind of see what other stuff we will talk about. But in going over premium, we're going to cover the basics of options, and what is buying, to know how to sell premium, you need to know calls and puts and all that. So we're going to really dive deep into that. So be there in the morning, you guys, youtube.com/the stock market. But now, since we're gonna have class, we're gonna have our little lesson and be doing all that. All right, whoa, shit! I'm trying to make the car drive. Come on, Elon, hold on. Okay, we got that. So, in the name of that, I figured we haven't had a philosophy video in a long time. So, I want to talk about something, and really I think this has to do with everybody who's called in, and I know a lot of people deal with it on the daily, of people not agreeing. Vehicle technical difficulties, but in the name of the lesson, and since we haven't done it in a long time, I want to do a philosophy video, and I think this is really applicable to everybody at every level, and it has a lot to do with you guys and your learning process. And I think for the people who are new, this is a lesson that you have to hear it over and over again, because at different stages it rings true more and more, and you learn something as a beginner, and then a lot of you, if you're past the beginner stage and you've been doing this for a long time now, it leads to this next stage where you hear this and it helps take you to the next level. And this is what I really want to tell you guys. So you don't have to watch the whole video. I mean, I'm obviously going to talk about this, but this is quite simply what I'm trying to tell you guys is people and who agrees with you. And what I want to tell you is that if you constantly are waiting for people to agree with you, and if you need people to agree with you, you will never take it to the next level. You will never be able to go to the next stage if you're always waiting for people to agree with you, your vision, what you want to do, your trades and everything. And that's why I'm even saying this, like I said, whether you're new or you're getting experience, because even down to some of your trades, and this is where I'm saying, if you guys have watched the stream, my philosophy with it. This is why we put out the videos, and why we have the chat. We could source information, everybody could help out and do all this, but you have to be autonomous. Just actually, isn't that funny? Just like this car, you see, when we have technical difficulties when this car's autonomous stuff isn't working. You have to be able to be autonomous, and it's just like whether it's your family and friends, not everyone's going to see your vision. If you're like, hey Josh, what do you think about this play? I want to make this play. I might not even see your vision. You don't have to wait on me to find the play. That's why I love it when people are like, oh, I told you so, this or that. Honestly, it's great. And the point is, you don't need me to be there all the time. And it's every single other person there too. Don't wait on people. Now I'm breaking down that part, but I should probably say the disclaimer at the second time here, but I need to park before I pull up into the drive-thru to say this disclaimer, because I don't want to forget this. And it's quite simple, is that if you hear, I just gave you guys the summary, the synopsis, and what it is. But at the end of the day, if you don't listen to the other videos, you don't listen to the other lessons and everything, that same advice could hurt you. Because if you don't go about everything with, wisdom, you're not using risk management, and you're going about all this stuff gambling, then that same advice of, hey, don't wait for everybody to agree with you. Don't wait, not everyone's going to agree with you. Be careful, because if you just jump in and you're not taking in some of the background, it's a double-edged sword. So hopefully you guys are understanding that. At the end of the day, though, I want you guys to, I want to talk about this. And I want to talk about this because even at the same time, you guys are going to see, this is something I've dealt with at every level, whether it's been trading, going about business, doing anything. You guys are always going to have, it's not necessarily opposition, and there's going to be people who agree with you, people who don't know you and don't agree with you, and people who are close to you that don't agree with you. And actually, let me make my order. Hold up. All right, so I had to get my tea. Now I can kick you guys the hot tea. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I think a lot of you guys are going to need to go through this, and even then I go through it. You guys are even seeing at various levels, as I talk more and more about stocks, I've noticed more and more people disagree. If I listen to every single person that disagreed, oh man, it's crazy. You know, think about even the chat room and this and that, and that's where I'm saying for you guys to thrive, even in your own, you know, your own success pattern, everything else it may be, that's going to be something to handle. So how people take disagreements and agreements really will define it. A lot of people, they want to trade, and I've noticed a lot of traders get emotional. A lot of people get emotional when people disagree. A lot of people, they want to trade to prove people wrong. That's emotional. Somebody disagrees with their idea. You know, people will try to make money to prove something to other people. You guys have to be careful of that, and that's why I'm saying that's just not how it works. And you know, this is the main lesson in general. Nobody achieves greatness of any level waiting for everybody to agree with them. Now, this is another part of this. This is what I pretty much want to say. Not everybody has to agree with what is going to happen with your life and what is going to happen and what you have planned for you. That's what I like to call God's plan. Now, it's nice, okay? I'm not saying it's not, you know, I'm not saying it's nice if people agree with you. You know, if people see, oh, I want to go trade, I want to be a stock trader, I want to make my business. If people did agree with you, it's nice. It's probably one of the best things if you could see my vision and everything, but it's not a necessity. And that's what I'm trying to explain to some of you guys. If people agree with you, awesome, great. If you find people who support your vision, consider yourself lucky. You have close friends, you got a girlfriend, a wife, anybody who has your back, your kids. It's awesome. It's great. But the whole point is, it's not a necessity. That's not what you need. You know, to make a trade, it's a necessity. You have a brokerage. Those people are not your brokerage. Those people are the necessary tool. And what I'm trying to explain to some of you guys, that's why I said if you're listening to this in the beginning, some of you need to hear this to take the initial step. Now, some of you have already taken this step. Where are you? This is the level to get to that next level. Not everyone's going to have to agree with you. You have to be able now to not be tied to people's opinions, not be tied to what people think and are expecting from you, or what you think they expect from you, and make your own decisions. And from there, that's where I said you have to have it grounded in wisdom to a degree. Really, all I'm saying is that where you guys are going, not everybody is going to understand it. You know, again, even a lot of this stuff you guys want to do, and it happens to anybody at every level. People don't understand what I want to do. People don't understand what I do. You know, again, that's where I'm saying it doesn't matter any level you guys are at. But then that's where I'm saying too, you guys have to put it into your minds and still have the same basis, it doesn't mean just, you know, don't listen to people, don't have advisors and be unwise with what you're doing. That's not what I'm saying. But it is understanding that if you are somebody constantly seeking the approval, or even, I don't want to say worse, but it's just the same effect. If you are somebody who, when somebody doesn't agree with you, it gets to you, it bothers you, or if you know, that is really what it is, because it's not that you are, you know, you may not need approval. It's not that you're seeking approval and you need, you know, this to happen like this and people to behave like this and so on and so forth. But you are still essentially, you know, if someone, the negative stuff gets to you, you know, the positive, you don't need anybody to be positive, but man, when they're negative, it gets to you. That you just got to watch out for it, because what I'm saying is if you prepare yourself, it will make sense. But now, and like I said, everybody deals with this at every level. Hold on here. But I feel like you guys needed to hear this. You know, again, every time I put out some of these videos, everyone's like, hey, it's like you're speaking to me at the right time, or this and that. And I think it does. And, you know, for me, I think it's important because I wrote this down. You know, I get these philosophy ideas and I'll write them down on my phone. I wrote this down a while ago, and, you know, this is the time, the schedule has allowed us to get to it. But now I thought it was so applicable because, too, we're entering in this era of, you know, as we approach these months and when the market starts doing stuff, you guys want to make your ideas and make your theses. Not everyone's going to agree with you, but that's where I want to make sure people don't use this as an opportunity to get emotional and spiral out of control, when you could use it as an opportunity to really grow, learn, and profit off of. You know, that's what I'm saying, is that you guys need to understand, learn to take people's information and get information and be in the game, and don't let people's opinions, you know, sway you from what you want to do. You see what what I'm saying? Be smart. We know what wisdom is, you guys. There's right and wrong. A lot of people will ask me stuff, and this is really the best thing. You guys, some people will say, I get emails, Josh. Some people say, can I make 30 grand in this amount of time? Can I start with like $100? Can I give you this or do this? And really, here's my response. Ask yourself, what do you think I'm going to say? A lot of you have already, if you've really watched enough of my videos, ask yourself, what do you think I'm going to say? And that's usually a good enough answer, honestly, because you already have an idea of what you think I'm going to say, or you have your own idea. It's like, why are you asking me? But at the end of the day, don't let me sway or dissuade you from it. Go from, have a standard base of, okay, this is what I think is, this is factual, this makes sense, and this doesn't. But even if it's not, even if someone, that's what I'm saying, even if the market says that's low probability, this and that, if you believe something and you have it, do it. Again, this is what a lot of people did. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, Eddie, and I want to see this from you guys. I understand that some of you guys are going to see stuff I won't see. People are going to be able to put plays that I won't be able to find, and we could help each other out. And that's why I want to see some of you guys rise to greatness. And that's what I'm saying. You got to kind of have a proverbial, F you to everybody in your mind, so that you're not, hit something and do it. Don't, again, not everyone's going to agree with you, myself included. So don't be hesitant to still put stuff out there. Don't be hesitant and dissuade, just keep going. That's really, how bad do you believe in it? You see what I'm saying? If you tell me you want to do this and one little disagreement, if someone doesn't agree with you, you walk away, maybe you really didn't believe that much anyway. So let's see. So I want to make sure, hopefully this helps you guys out. I think it will, and I love all you guys, and I really like to see what you guys are doing. I'm excited for tomorrow, so be there in the morning, you guys. YouTube.com/the stock market. It's pinned below. It's the live streaming channel. So if you guys, you're in the chat, you know what's up. You guys, if you watch these videos, you probably know everything already, so you guys are good. So I'm going to see you guys in the morning. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If you guys could comment it below, I'd appreciate that. Let me know what you guys want to discuss. But in the morning, it's going to be kind of like last time. It's going to be a 6-hour lecture, you guys. So I call it a lecture. It reminds me of college because I want to come in there in the morning. We'll start at 7. We'll hang out for like 30 minutes, an hour. We'll answer some questions, and then we'll begin with a predefined lesson, and we're going to talk about it a lot. So as I say, it's a college lecture. You guys could pop in if you want to. I would love to chat and have fun, but we're going to have a designated time to go over stuff. If you want to be there and listen in and learn, that's on you. You guys could get whatever you want out of it. You could come and go as you please. You could watch the recap afterwards, but I think it'll be a good thing. If you guys are interactive, it goes a long way, and I love it. I'm telling you, the more you guys draw out of me, if you guys are sitting there paying attention and ask questions, you could draw out a lot, and it could help everybody else out. So please, you guys, come be active, and I'm excited for it too. I love the lessons, man. The stock market's going to be closed. We could really focus and get to it, and we're keeping our schedule. It doesn't matter days off, this and that. That's what I'm saying. Some people are like, oh, you should do this. Can you make this and this? I like your opinion, but I'm gonna do what I want to do with it. So at the same time, though, it's going to be fun. The market's going to be closed, so we're going to have fun. So I better see you guys there. I'm going to get some good rest. You will see it scheduled. So I think, like I said, we'll start around like 7. The main lesson will probably begin around like 7:30. And, market opens 6:30, so, or it would normally. So I think that makes a lot of sense there. But I'll leave you there. I love you guys. Drop a like. Thumbs up. Wait, I already said that. Subscribe. Oh, yeah. Let's go.